you think a wild card like Rock, a celebrity, like if there's ever been a time to come in and win, like this is a good time to do it? One of these guys that's got a couple 100 million followers on Instagram, Twitter, they come and use that card.
I think Elon Musk in the future is a candidate for president.
He's not born here, though.
Born in South.
Well, that's true. Actually, you're right. That is the restriction. You're right. But that he's going to be a major player. Well, he is now. But I mean,
Twitter.
But in our political system,
You're saying an outsider with a major, massive following and a ton of money.
Like a Mark Cuban, will he run in 2024? Possible. I mean, he'd like to be president. He saw Trump do it. He's a Democrat. He's got a social image that he's building. Could he win the nomination? I don't think so. I think the problem on the Democratic side is it's going to be a leftist candidate for president. And,
wow.
And
you think we've come that well, we're going to have a leftist candidate.
I think that's what's going to emerge from the Democratic Party, especially if what happens in 22.
It's going to hurt them, though.
They're going to get trounced if that's the direction they go.
And look at what they're doing. They're doubling down on moving left. I'm putting pressure on Biden right now on student debt. If he does student debt, I mean it's really stupid from a political standpoint, but from the left standpoint, they like what it stands for. But if he does the student debt issue, what's going to happen? He's not going to pump up turnout in an off year cycle among young people. I mean, he may go from 37 to 45% voting for Democrats. But you know what the number one issue is for people 18 to 29 right now? Inflation, the economy, and jobs. And so do you think that forgiving the debt for a segment of the 18 to 29, because what happens to all the people who aren't going to college?
Right.
What happens to the people who are starting college next year? What about my debt? These are the kinds of issues that affect who's going to turn out and how they're going to turn out. What about the guys who paid for their debt?
Yeah, like me. I paid off my debt.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I mean, the point is, the left doesn't care.
That's a big vote if you're able to get all these folks' college debt to be forgiven. You know what loyalty you'll get from them, because that keeps a lot of people.
But they're not even a majority of the segment of the 18 to 29.
Not at all. They're not. No.
And what's going to happen? What does it do to inflation, which is the number one issue for that voter bloc? Well, actually, for every voter bloc, but for that voter bloc, it's going to make it worse. And so all of a sudden now, you're rewarding people, a small segment who got college debt, and you're punishing everyone in that time in the country with inflation, which is the number one issue. But the left only cares about where they're going to be in January of 2023.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.